First time was, I remember from when we were really small, we always had a tournament at Fontana in Austria. That was during the Ryder Cup week that my parents organized with all their friends and did a Ryder Cup style tournament. So I just remember playing in that and then watching the Ryder Cup after, and yeah, that's the earliest. I think college was huge for me. I wasn't a very good junior golfer. Even in Austria, there was a lot of guys that were a lot better than me when I was growing up, and then making the move to the States, there was a lot more than that were better than me. So I wasn't very highly recruited, but my brother was. He was a really good golfer, and kind of got noticed through him. And and college was huge for me to try to get better at golf, and I think I did that in those 5 years. I kind of sharpened my game up a lot. The first thing that clicked is I learned how to chip. I used to have a bit of a chipping issue my third year in college. I was always a pretty good ball striker. Chipping was always an issue for me. Putting was always an issue. And I kind of got over those issues my fourth and fifth year in college and started putting together some decent scores. And then, I got through Q school my first time trying, which I think was very important, just for a confidence boost, just realizing that I was actually pretty decent, because confidence has always been a bit of an issue for me. And I just felt like my game's kind of steadily improved over the last 10 years or so of my life. It's been a pretty good year. I was most consistent year I've ever had. I feel like I've played some really good golf throughout the year, and then caught fire at the end of the summer there, winning the John Deere, and then a quick turnaround at the Open and finishing second there. And it's been pretty steady since. So, definitely my best professional year for sure. Yes, I enjoyed it a lot. Francesco was my captain, and he was the first person to talk to me about it. I didn't think it would be possible because I was playing in Maui the week before, and it takes a while to get from Maui to Abu Dhabi, and then I realized we're starting on Friday. I had time to get over there, and I knew I wanted to make that trip. It was a really special week, not just because we won, just getting to know a lot of the guys that I haven't really gotten to know very well because I played on the PGA Tour for the last 5 years or so. And it was a lot of fun getting to know the guys and getting into a team environment. We don't get that a whole lot. So anytime you can get into a team environment, I think it makes the game a lot more fun. Yeah, definitely. I think everybody that played in that Hero Cup knew that was the end goal, I guess, of the year, was to try to make it into the Ryder Cup team. And it's been a goal really since I won the Honda last year. I knew through world rankings or what it may be that I kind of was going to be able to play in some good tournaments and have a chance to make a push for it. And it's been a huge goal. I've played a lot of golf to try to get there, and thankfully I've played well enough to get a pick. Phone call was stressful and then great because I felt like I had a good chance, but you never know when you don't qualify on points. So. But Luke quickly told me that he would love to have me on the team, and I was overjoyed. Hopefully a few points. That's the goal. I feel like my game's in a decent place, and hopefully I can contribute as much as possible. Yeah, no doubt. Definitely. Getting around these guys, I've been around them a decent amount over the last few years to where I know them, but getting around these guys and being on the same team as them is a huge honor. I'm overjoyed and honored to be a part of that team. I don't know that I'll really know until I get there. It's something where I'm obviously asking a lot of questions to guys what their first time was like. But I don't think until you actually get in that moment you really know the magnitude, because you see the grandstands, you see everything that's built up, but it's not filled with thousands of people cheering for you. So I think I'll find out a lot on Friday morning. Oh yeah, for sure. All my friends have been very excited for me, I think they're still pulling. A lot of my American friends are pulling for the U.S., but I think they still want to see me play well. I think it's great. I think it'll be a lot of fun, a lot of risk reward, a lot of shots that under pressure will be very hard to pull off, but when you do, I think it'll be all that more rewarding. The finish is a great finishing stretch, and I think it'll be a really good venue. Yes, I think you can definitely get lost in the moment a little bit. So I think it's probably pretty important to take a step back and realize where you are and what you're doing. I think the dream is getting a win. I think the bigger the better, but yeah, I think ultimately the dream is to get the win, and no matter how you do it, I think that's the number one goal. Yeah, no doubt. I haven't even started a round yet, and just being a part of the team, being a part of the practice round today, makes you, really want to be there the next time around.